That's all that I am now. That's all that I am now. An escapade in blue, or false and true. You can cut me down, don't cut me out.
Good men labor in the noonday dance, blistered and broken by circumstance. That's all that I am now. That's all that I am now. Yeah, yeah. So I passed with a passing age. Most will all, some will say, that's all that I am now. That's all that I am now. Yeah.
Escapade in blue, more false and true. You can cut me down, don't cut me out. It's all that I am now. It's all that I am now. It's all that I am now.
That's all.
It's all that I am now.
That's all.
It's all that I am now.
Yeah.
It's all that I am now.
All that I am
It's
now.
all that I am.
All that I am
It's
now.
all that I am.
All that I am
It's
now.
all that I am.
All that I am now. All that I am now.
The line runs through like a train in a book. All meters underwater, ending with a hook. The sways in the air when there's
So there's a lot. I'll try not to bore you guys. So I had to write it down. Okay. My first real job was at Starbucks when I was 16. I had no clue what I was doing, but made friends fast to help me figure things out as I went along. A few months in, we got a new 17-year-old employee who was just a big kid and took nothing seriously. Who knew I would marry him later? We never dated then, but worked at Starbucks on the night crew for about 4 years. We had a lot of fun and learned a lot. In 2002, we went our separate ways. I took a dispatcher position with Kennesaw PD, and James continued to work at Starbucks until he joined the Army in 2004. Meanwhile, I went on to finish my degree at Reinhardt College for biology and started my career with Rite Aid and pharmacy. James traveled the being stationed in Virginia and going to Pakistan, and finally he spent a year in Korea. We did a lot of living during those 7 years. Then James looked me up on Facebook one day and struck up a conversation to catch up. He finally asked me out to Lakeside Grill for our first date in October of 2009. The next 2 years went by fast, full of barbecues, laughter, friends, and everything that makes our story. To celebrate our 2-year anniversary, we took a trip around the New England states. On the second day, James planned for us to take a ferry boat from Rhode Island to Block Island. After a bike ride to the Southeast Lighthouse, we had a picnic with James's favorite muffaletta sandwich. Before I knew it, we were alone at the lighthouse, and James took that special moment to get down on one knee and propose. Holy crap, I'm crying from top to toe.
Deep breath. You can't cry if you're swallowing.
Okay. As soon as we got back, it's a couple lines, okay. So we got to spend the next 6 days on vacation as a newly engaged couple and just take in that we were starting a new journey together. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is kind of embarrassing. All right. As soon as we got back, I hit the ground running, planning my wedding day. We set a date for a year away to give us time to save and plan. I blinked and now I'm 4 months away. Holy crap. Planning a wedding can easily be a full-time job. I will have to give a lot of credit to my family and my girlfriends. I originally wanted to get married in October because we both love the fall, and why not make it close to our anniversary? I quickly learned that an October wedding in the fall is like a June wedding in the summer. Popular and very expensive. So we bumped it into November, and we got our fall wedding and didn't have to break the bank. Shockingly enough, the easy part of the planning process was finding my wedding dress with my mom. We spent the first weekend I got back from vacation, and at the second store, my mom pulled a dress she loved, and when I put it on, we both were just stunned. I couldn't stop staring at it, and my mother couldn't get her jaw up from the ground. I started tearing up, and then after my mom started tearing up, I just went straight to crying, as you can see how that works. After you have the dress, the next step is the venue. My poor mother was a real champ because I sent her to 25 venues with me, and in the end, she found the venue called Cedar Plantation, which is about 5 miles down from our house, and I never knew it was even there. It's got a beautiful round driveway with a huge magnolia tree in the middle, and it sits in front of a renovated, restored mansion from the 1870s. It has a beautiful mural on the wall and has vaulted ceiling. The property is covered in evergreens and has a white gazebo in the backyard. The gazebo has a separate walkway from the one the guests have to be seated, and this is where my father will walk me down to Mary Jane's.
Knew that was gonna get her.
Everything else was downhill. We've kept everything in the fall theme, and I knew I wanted the colors to match. I finally ended up with sangria as my main color, with accents from other fall colors, and I'm excited to see all the colors come together, especially in what my bridal party will be wearing. I'm very lucky that my 2 best friends will be standing next to me on the day since I've had them since childhood. One is here today, Megan, and her beautiful red-headed daughter, who I consider my niece, will be my flower girl. James's brother and best friend have accepted to be his groomsmen, and our ring bearer is little Grant, the son of James's high school sweetheart friends, Courtney and Neil. James's sister, Jenny, will be lighting the memorial candle for the memory of their father, Harry, at the beginning of the ceremony. I'm sure everyone knows my extremely charismatic brother, Cody. He's just zooming in and out here. He will be the front runner and the first face my guests will see because he gave me the honor of being my usher. Everything is coming along and time is ticking by faster than I expected. I can't wait to start my new life with my best friend, who I get to call my husband in 4 months. So sorry about the tears. I even practiced and didn't tear up, so figure that out.
She did it without tears last night. Once a teacher